Hello everyone. I welcome you all to this Toefl classes. In today's video, we are going to learn how to conduct writing tasks for Toefl. Let's check the pattern now. Well, let's quickly go through the writing pattern. There will be 2 essays and we'll have 50 minutes time and we'll have 2 tasks. One is independent task and the other one is integrated task. Well, quickly let's go through these question types. The writing section has 2 types of essays, integrated and independent. Well, let's check an integrated writing task. What all you have to do is you will read a passage and listen to an audio clip before writing an essay that explains how they relate to each other. You will have 20 minutes to write and should aim for a length of around 150 to 225 words. And in the independent writing task, you will receive a prompt about a familiar topic and you must write an essay expressing your opinion. You will have 30 minutes to write and should aim for a length of at least 300 words. Now this is my scoring card. Actually I got only 19 without any much preparation, and you can check my level is high intermediate and the advanced level is like 24 to 30, high intermediate is 17 to 23, and low intermediate is 13 to 16, and basic is 7 to 12, and below basic is 0 to 6. This will be the scorecard. Well, now let's check how well we can do this independent writing task. And we'll have basically 4 categories. Number 1, description and explanation. Number 2, agreement and disagreement. Number 3 is preference. And number 4, condition. Now first, let's look at an example of how well we can do this, the first category, description and explanation. So here are some of the sample questions, like describe an ideal friend, describe an ideal mother or father, describe a perfect vacation, describe your favorite holiday, describe a beautiful city, describe an ideal job, describe the most important invention, describe your favorite book, describe the most important quality for success. You can give these questions for children to practice. Before you give practice, you can use certain expressions for every sentence. Let's check some expressions now, and later on we will see how well we can give one sample task for the children. So my ideal job would be, my favorite book is, I think that an excellent teacher is. So first give this unfinished sentences, like beginning, how we have to begin, and then ask the children to write as many sentences as possible, and after that we can organize how to write a paragraph. And let's look at a small example. Well, let's now check how well we can write one example, like for description and explanation. The question here is, describe an ideal friend. For someone to be my ideal friend, he or she must have compatible interests and personality traits. She should be very caring, sportive, and understanding. I would prefer a friend who is ambitious, has a strong work ethics, and is able to adapt to any situation. She should be jovial and very friendly. My ideal friend must have a desire to improve herself. She should not disturb my regular schedule. She should be ready to share all my sorrowful and joyful moments. Will it be a dream or will it be a reality? I hope I'll get an ideal friend shortly who has all the above qualities. Well, this is how we can give a sample task, okay, and you have to increase the length up to 225 to 300 words. Now let's check another task. And here we will look at the various examples related to agreement and disagreement. Life is easier now than in the past. Experience is the best teacher. Boys and girls should attend separate schools. Computers are a positive influence. Playing sports teaches us about life. Foreign languages should be taught to young children. Pets should be treated like family members. Music is important in the lives of most people. It's always important to be on time. Friends are very important in our lives. So, well, here are some of the topics that you can give practice to the children in this segment regarding agreement and disagreement. Now, let's check what kind of examples we can give practice to the children. Well, to give practice for the children for agreement and disagreement, we can use these expressions like I strongly agree, or I disagree with, or in my opinion. So the question here is, life is easier now than in the past. I strongly agree that life is easier now than it was in the past. We all can confidently say so because of the latest technology, new machines, better medicines, and increased opportunities in all the fields. Machines and robots have taken the place of manual labor. Modern machine has improved general health condition, and latest innovations in science and technology made life luxurious and comfortable in several aspects like education, communication, health, e-business, and entertainment. Educational and employment opportunities have expanded like anything. So here is a sample task for you, and what you can do is you can increase this paragraph by using these main points. You initially practice to the children to write small paragraphs, and later on you can increase their word length. Now let's check how to do this task related to preference. Here are some questions for you. Some students prefer a traditional classroom, others like to take classes online. Which type of class do you prefer and why? So some students prefer to study in a hostel, other students prefer to study in a day scholar school. Where would you prefer to study? Some people enjoy traveling with friends, other people prefer traveling alone. How do you like to travel? Some people like to work outdoors, other people like to work indoors. Which kind of work do you prefer? So these are some of the sample questions that you can give for your children to write a small paragraph. And let's look at the expressions that we have to use. So you can use some of these sentences like, I prefer a traditional class. I enjoy traveling. I love to work outdoors. And you can continue the paragraph. Here is one sample task for you. Well, now let's look at one sample task related to preference. Some students prefer a traditional classroom. Others like to take classes online. Which type of class do you prefer and why? That's a very good question. And now let's see how well we can do it. I prefer to take classes online instead of attending a traditional class. There are many advantages like better scheduling, greater communication, and lower expenses. The class schedule can be adjusted to fit my routine. I can communicate more effectively with the teacher and other students. I can ask or clarify my doubts through chat without any hesitation. There will be personalized learning. I can watch again if I miss a class. The cost of books and lab material is lower for online classes. So, well, these are some of the important points that you have to write, and you have to extend this paragraph according to your level of your students. Now here is another question related to condition, and here are some funny and very interesting tasks for you. You can give practice for the children. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? If you could visit any country in the world, where would you go? If you could meet anyone who is alive today, which person would you meet? If you could give advice to a younger student, what would it be? If you could go back in time to any year, which period would you choose? Well, these are some of the interesting questions that you can give practice to your children. Now we can use this template like, if I could change one thing about me, I would. If I could meet any person I would like to meet is. If I could visit a country in the world, I would visit. You can talk about your practice by using these similar expressions and let the children write the sentence on their own. Now, here is the task, a sample task that we have done. If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be? It will be different from person to person. Allow a chance to the children, and even you can think about it, how to write and what is your choice. Here I have given one small regarding my character. Okay, so if I could change one thing about myself, I would instantly acquire more patience than I currently possess. This change could bring a positive difference in my interactions with family members, friends, my physical and mental condition, and my choices. I personally feel that patience would improve my relationships. Being more patient would help to restore my health. If I were more patient, I would make better decisions. So you can give these type of questions and tasks to the children so that they will practice and they will write on their own. Well, that's all for today, and in this video we have learned the question pattern of writing in Toefl. and especially we have covered how to write an independent writing task in this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and let's watch more videos in the next classes. Thank you so much and keep watching.